How's it going, everybody? Deviant Gamer here, and time for another episode of TerraFirmaCraft. So, first things first, let's go ahead and deal with these trees. I pointed out last episode at the end that they were able to grow and which ones were able to actually grow next to each other. Not sure why these weren't able to grow so close, other than the fact that the leaves are in the way. That's the only thing I can think of on why that didn't work. But this ended up working. So my sickle's about to break. My sickle is about to break. Scythe. I'm still calling it sickle. I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and break this, and hopefully I'll get enough saplings to not only replant the ones that were already here, which requires me to have 9 saplings, but also more so I can expand on this tree farm. So I got 7 so far, so that's 8, not too bad. 10, sweet. Alright, so I was able to get at least enough to be able to expand the tree farm. Now let's see, I don't think I can, but let's see if I break this one, if it breaks any next to it. So it takes so long. Nope. Okay, so I have to break each one. They're too far apart. But let's try this one, and we'll do the same thing. We'll shred all the leaves so that doesn't count in the breaking of this. Oop. Let's see, I'll break this by hand. A little bit slower. Just don't want any of these connecting. That way it doesn't interfere with that. Alright, so let's break this one because it's close enough to 2 others. Let's see what happens. Interesting. So when they're one apart from each other, they do break together. Huh. So you know what? Pretty sure I planted them all at the same time. But I'm gonna plant them again. And then I'm gonna break these and replant them. So I'll be back in a bit. I'll probably have to make a new axe, but that's okay. I have enough copper to do that. See you guys in a bit. Oh, it didn't cut the top. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before. Very interesting. So my axe is about to break, so I'm going to use the axe mold that I have in here to just make a new one. Also, I had so many sticks, I actually put them all in here, 4 stacks of it, and then I even have almost 2 stacks right there of sticks from all these leaves I've been breaking. My sickle, unfortunately, I have a, or not, I really need to stop saying sickle. I don't know why I'm so used to that. It's thanks to Red Power, I think. But I have a scythe mold here. So I'm going to see if I can up here still have any liquid copper. I don't think I do. That's right, I don't. Let me see. Do I have a scythe plan? I do not. It's probably something I should make. But what I'm gonna do is actually, let me quickly do that. You guys should know the recipe for this. This is a, well, it was a scythe, I thought. Oh, nope, one more. Sorry, that's a scythe blade. I'm going to heat up some metal. I'm going to use a mold here because I have, actually no, I won't use the mold because I'll use that for my bismuth tools, because I won't be able to make bismuth tools until I get a bismuth anvil. So I'll save the molds for that. Bismuth bronze. So I'll quickly heat up some metal and show you guys that. Then what I'm going to do is go out and collect more willow trees. I'll pretty much do that off camera because I want to start another charcoal pit. I already filling it slowly with the wood that I gathered from that. And if time allows, I'll start on a project in there that you guys might enjoy. See you guys in a sec. Alrighty then, just because you haven't seen me make a scythe blade before, I'm going to go ahead and just show you this. So scythe blade, orange, you need to hit last, draw second from last, and bend third from last. So basically be a bend, draw, hammer hit. So it started here and kind of went a little bit more than halfway back. So I think I'll start it about there. Yeah, that's probably a bit too far. We'll find out. Bend, draw, hit. Close enough. And so that is a scythe blade done by hand without needing a mold. Now granted, I could have just liquefied it and made it in the mold, but like I said, I want to save those molds for the bismuth bronze because I'll most likely need it for that. These are all orange. I actually used up 5 pieces of charcoal for that. This is my 6th piece. I almost cooked that up, but the other one just got orange enough. I'm like, take out, don't need it. Put that in a takeout bag. I'll eat it at home. But anyways, on to getting trees. But before I do that, there's one more thing I wanted to show you before I actually start doing the tree thing. And it involves this and this and this. Alright, so in your own personal crafting table, you can do this as well. Put 1 clay, 1 sand, and 1 straw. Now, clay is relatively easy to find once you can find those yellow flowers. Straw is obviously really easy to find as long as you have tall grass around and a knife, you can get it. And then sand, as long as you're close enough to a beach, you can get it. So these are all very early tier materials, and you get some unnamed. I'm not sure why it's called unnamed, but I'm gonna get, let's see, that would make it 4, just to at least, oops, 3 more of these, 8, just to see what happens. And see, it says it there, but it doesn't say it here. Wet adobe lump is what it should say, not unnamed. I'm not sure why it's doing that. And you take your wet adobe lumps and you go outside and you place them down. It kind of looks like half slabs, and as you can see, 4 per little lump there, so that's why I needed 8. And actually, you know what, I'll go ahead and make a little bit more just because they're so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and do that. Wrong section. And there's 16, so I should be able to put a few more up here. There, 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 and there. Alright, so you just leave these out to basically dry. Because you're kind of making like clay bricks in, I don't want to say the old way of doing it, because they actually still do adobe bricks in this way in certain parts of the world still, to just because it's such an easy way of doing it. Get some mud, put a little, it's becoming night again, put something that will solidify it, and straw if you want it to be reinforced, which isn't really required in making adobe bricks, but it definitely gives it reinforcement, so it's good for making homes and that kind of stuff, but not necessary if you're making things like roads or those kind of stuff. But anyways, on to the somewhere in that direction. I know it's somewhere in that way, but there's so many labels it's hard to see. But willow trees. See ya. Just wanted to let you guys know, I was walking this way, I'm like, you know what? I think it's behind me. I turn around, and there's the willow trees. So, I was going the wrong way. So, anyways, on to the correct direction for willow trees. Alright guys, just letting you know that I had to go back and get my boat because it's actually across the ocean. I completely forgot about that. But here's obviously all the willows, and what I'm doing is I'm breaking a willow and planting a willow. So every time I break one of these willow trees, I plant a new one, and by the end of this I'll have a ton of logs and more willow saplings than I cut down willow trees, which is perfect. But this will allow me to at least, you know, hopefully, this won't be chunk loaded or anything, but hopefully, you know, they will grow over time when I come back to this island every once in a while and repopulate what I've already cut down. So I don't have to worry about Yeah, I did put one there. I don't have to worry so much about clearing out all of the willow trees and not having a supply of them. And these will be a good supplemental supply until I can get my tree farm up and running efficiently enough, or at least large enough that by the time I run out of wood from my tree farm, new trees will grow in my tree farm, which is kind of my hope for that. But until then, I'll need a lot of logs for my charcoal pit. And I'm actually almost good on that, I think. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely good on that. So I think I'll go ahead and start storing some of these extra things that I do not need, like all these sticks in here. And put the axes together. Don't need an extra space for axes. And I could probably cut down one more tree. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And then I'm going to head home. So, see you when I'm back. Alrighty, then we are back. So what I did before I left is I started a little fire pit here because I know I need one in the middle to begin with. So kind of pre-built that so I don't have to worry about placing one and then quickly covering it up and all that annoyance. So I have my stack here, so what I'm doing is I'm placing one down and using one that's in my inventory to actually place it. That way I can quickly kind of, place it that way. But just basically going to fill this up, cover it with dirt, start the fire, and any remaining of the willow, because the willow might as well use this as my wow, so many singles, as my charcoal pit firewood, because it's just, there's so much of it, and that was from like 5 trees, so it's not like I'm gonna run out or anything, and not anytime soon at least. And I'll be back. There you go, charcoal pit lit and filled, and I had a little bit left over, so I'm just gonna go and put that in this log pile here. Actually, you know what? I really don't need, okay, this is all disorganized now. Really don't need this log pile at all. So I'm gonna claim these and move them to the house. Just because I'd rather have this wood there. But this I can definitely keep there, and I'll keep 1 stack of this here. And that'll at least get me started for the next go around with the charcoal pit. And gotta wait 18 Minecraft hours for that to finish, so that won't be done for quite a while. But hopefully by the time we got all that done, looks like that should be finished. Let's just go ahead and make, do I have, let's see, 1, 2, actually no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's go ahead and put these, I think it's shapeless, let's see, yep, shapeless, and, whoa, I'm stuck on something. It's annoying when you're stuck on stuff. Sorry if I sound a bit tired. It is like 2 a.m. and so it's been a long day, and so yeah, I'm tired. Let's go ahead and fill that, and fill this, and fill that one. There we go. Oop. Shoot. Do I have any? No, I don't. Well, that's just dandy now, isn't it? Alright, anyways. Oh, gosh dang it. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and compare these if they have any color difference, and they kind of do. So when they're a grayer color than a browner color, you can go ahead and punch them, and they'll pop out bricks. As you can see, 1 set of 4 will pop out, obviously 4 bricks, and you can put 4 bricks together to make 2 adobe bricks. Kind of like clay bricks into those like red bricks in Minecraft. And you're just sun drying these, put them together, and there you go, 12 adobe bricks. Now I'm thinking I'll use these as road, oops, that should be there, for like roads. So what I'll do is just kind of make a path, plop these guys down. They don't give any speed bonus or anything like that, but they're easy to make. There's a high abundance of clay. There's a high abundance of wheat and straw or whatever. And sand, I can go to any of these islands out there and just mine up all the sand I can. So it's not that hard of a recipe to make. So I'm just going to go ahead and, I don't know where to put this. I'll put this in here for now. But wanted to show that off to you. I think we're at the 15-minute mark. Just want to take a peek at my garden. Just awesome that I can have this little perch. I don't think any of it's done yet. I could probably harvest the yellow pepper that I planted and the red pepper and get green pepper if I break them early. But I'm not gonna do that quite yet. But let's see. Yeah, next episode, I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna start right away on the interior of that. So definitely join me then. As always, stay epic. This is Deviant Gamer signing off. Adios.
Wow.